woke up choking on a digital black cloud. May 12th, 2017. It started subtly, like a whisper in the early hours, but soon the whispers grew to a roar. Hospitals, the lifeblood of any nation, blinked out. Screens went dark with the ransom notes where vital patient information used to be. They called it WannaCry, and it was spreading like wildfire through the arteries of the internet. This wasn't your typical nasty bit of code. No, this was different. WannaCry wasn't asking for millions or demanding state secrets. It whispered a chillingly banal threat. Pay $300 in Bitcoin or your files are gone forever. It preyed on the vulnerable, the unprepared, the outdated. Forget tanks and bombs, this was an invisible army, marching through ones and zeros. It wielded a weapon born from the darkest corners of the internet. Eternal Blue, a hack developed by the NSA. Potent enough to hijack entire systems, but meant to be a secret weapon. A cyber Pandora's box had been opened, its contents unleashed by a shadowy group known as the Shadow Brokers. First to fall was the NHS, Britain's lifeline. Doctors were locked out of patient files, surgeries were delayed, ambulances diverted, lives hung in the balance. Panic spread across the globe like a contagion. FedEx, Telefonica, Renault, no industry was safe. Over 300,000 computers across 150 countries were infected. The world held its breath, waiting for the next blow. Then, from the digital undergrowth, emerged a hero, not in shining armor, but with a laptop and a whole lot of grit. His name was Hutchins, a 22-year-old security researcher who stumbled upon a hidden vulnerability in WannaCry's code, a kill switch. It was a risky gamble. He registered the domain name, a digital trap, and waited. It worked. Almost as suddenly as it began, WannaCry limped to a halt. The infection slowed, then stopped. It felt like nothing short of a miracle. But the relief was laced with the cold realization. This wasn't just a single attack, a passing storm. It was a siren, screaming a warning to a world dangerously dependent on aging technology and flickering firewalls. The enemy, believed to be North Korean hackers, remained in the shadows, but the true enemy was complacency. WannaCry was a wake-up call. A digital shot across the bow, reminding us that in an interconnected world, security wasn't just a tech issue. It was national security, a matter of life and death. And while the world collectively breathed a sigh of relief, the memory of the day the old one cried lingered. It served as a stark reminder ever since. The digital battlefield had become just as real as the one fought with bullets and bombs, and the fight had just begun. So what's on your mind? Feeling a bit spooked by all that digital darkness? It began with a whisper, a glitch in the matrix. Then hospitals went dark, surgeries delayed, ambulances rerouted. A ransomware attack ripped through the world, encrypting files and demanding a digital ransom. This wasn't just a cybercrime, it was a wake-up call. A glimpse into a future where the very systems we rely on could be brought to their knees by a single line of code. This is the story of WannaCry, the day the digital world held its breath. You know, it's pretty wild to think how a few lines of code can wreak such havoc, right? Makes you think twice before clicking that agree button on every website. Did you know much about WannaCry before we started talking about it?